Hey there, good man fam. Man, oh man, is this video going to be crazy. Have you all heard of Matt Rife? Now, if you don't know, he's somebody who kind of blew up on TikTok for his clips, his comedy clips. So, by me telling you that, that lets you know he's more than likely a comedian. Yes, that's what he is, a comedian. And what has happened is he had a Netflix special, and I think it might have been because he kind of blew up. The same thing happened with Jason Banks. And his first joke out the gate, maybe within the first minute and a half, 2 minutes or so from what I saw, was, and this is a spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear the joke, then kind of pause it or fast forward right now, was that a female at the counter or at the front or barista, whatever, when he went to a restaurant, had a black eye. And his friend said that he felt bad for the female because she should probably be in the kitchen or so that nobody would see her out front. And Matt Rife said, he was like, I kind of feel like, if she was good in the kitchen, then she probably wouldn't have that black eye. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Listen, comedy is supposed to push limits, okay? So what he did was push the limit on something that was kind of taboo, but he did something that was kind of clever with it and was like, oh, shoot, okay, I see what you did there. All right. Now, there's another guy, I don't remember his name, but he did a 9/11 joke, and the joke was funny. It was funny, but 9/11 isn't funny. Another spoiler, this guy said, he said, there was a guy on 9/11 who called in sick. And so the next day, 9/12, he hadn't been on social media or anything. He just been kind of in a cave, so to speak, for that one day. He comes to work the next day and he's looking around and he like, did they move the buildings? Like, did they move the job? It's like, man, I'm gone for one day and they moved the job. And then he said, the funniest part was when he said, so did they say anything about the checks? Because, right, that's how people are. People are like, I mean, I understand things are happening around here, but am I going to get paid? I need my money. That was a funny joke that was 9/11 based. You see what I'm saying? When you're making a joke about a taboo subject, it's okay to do so if you do so in a funny way. That joke Matt Rife made was funny. But guess what happened? These chicks around the world, because this is to where we've gotten now, to where anything that offends anybody, they want to cancel you for that. And here's the crazy thing. This is just simple logic. How is it possible to not offend nobody? Just think about that. How is it possible to never offend nobody? You have 7 people over here laughing and 1 person over here who gets angry. You have 22 people over here who laugh and then 4 people who get angry. You can never not offend everybody. So does that mean that the 4 people out of the 20 or whatever people are allowed to cancel you? When did that start happening? It's when these females started thinking that they have more power than what they actually have. And that's because men gave them that whole bravado over all these decades of just letting them do whatever the freak they want to do. And we all know what happens when females get power. They get ruthless. So now, this guy, Matt Rife, who females were loving, I'm talking about they were like going crazy over this dude for the past year, does a Netflix special, has one situation where he does one joke that offended all of them seemingly. And then all of a sudden, he goes from being the comedy darling of females to being comedy's Andrew Tate, the most hated comedian in the world.